I never believed in spirits and curses, not until that night in my father's village. I was just 14 years old. Every holiday, we visit our ancestral home, a small village tucked deep in the forests of eastern Nigeria. It was peaceful, so I thought. One night, after a long day of fetching water from the stream, I lay down to sleep in my grandmother's hut. The wind outside was howling, but inside it was silent, too silent. I could hear myself breathe. My brothers were fast asleep, and even crickets that sang all night were quiet. Then I felt it. A cold breeze brushed my face, but the windows were shut. Confused, I sat up and listened closely. There it was again. This time, a soft whisper, like someone calling my name. Chika, Chika. I froze. My heart raced, but I forced myself to listen again. Chika. It was a voice I did not recognize, faint and eerie, almost as if it came from nowhere. I jumped out of the bed and ran to my grandmother's room. She was wide awake, staring at the window. "Did you hear that?" I asked, my voice shaking. "Go back to bed, Chika," she said, but her eyes betrayed fear. It was just the wind. I knew it wasn't. Something wasn't right. That night, I couldn't sleep. I lay awake, clutching my blanket, my eyes fixed on the door. Hours passed. Then I heard footsteps, soft but heavy, like someone dragging their feet. The sound came closer until it stopped right outside the door. I stopped breathing. The door cracked open slowly, and in the faint moonlight, I saw it. A tall shadow with glowing red eyes standing at the door. I couldn't scream, neither was I able to move. It just stood there staring at me. Then it spoke in a voice that chilled my blood. "Leave this place." In a flash, the shadow disappeared, and the door slammed shut. I ran to my grandmother again, but this time, she wasn't in her room. I found her outside, kneeling before an ancient statue in the courtyard, chanting prayers I had never heard before. "Grandma, what's happening?" I cried. The next morning, we packed our bags and left the village. My father never explained, and no one ever spoke about it again. But I still remember those red eyes, watching and waiting, and I am not sure I did ever return to the village again.